I was surfing alone near Huanchaco in Peru, sitting about 600 metres out to sea on a long, stretched out peak. The morning had started mellow. Waist to chest high runners, clean faces, and long lulls between sets. But as the tide shifted, the swell began pulsing harder and the sets started stacking unpredictably. One moment it was calm, the next the horizon would darken with these wide, shifting walls that didn't break in the same place twice. I was on my longboard, a heavier, older style single fin I'd been travelling with. Great for trimming, but not exactly ideal for late takeoffs or sudden changes in the lineup. When what looked like the biggest wave I'd ever seen stood up in front of me, I froze. It wasn't just tall, it had that thick, rolling Huanchaco energy that feels like it's moving the whole ocean with it. I panicked, ditched the board, and tried to dive underneath. The leg rope snapped instantly, like it wasn't even attached. When I surfaced, I barely had time to register the loss of the board before two more waves of the same size were lining up to hammer me. I've always been a confident swimmer. Grew up in the ocean back home in Oz, spent my whole life around surf. But something about being alone, far out, and staring down those next two waves triggered a full meltdown. My chest seized, I started hyperventilating, and no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't pull a breath. I remember thinking, this is it. This is how I die. And feeling strangely calm about it. Eventually, somehow, my breathing came back. I started swimming slowly toward shore, switching between freestyle and floating on my back, kicking but feeling like I was barely moving. The sweep was strong and dragged me about a kilometre down the beach. I felt completely powerless, just drifting and hoping I'd eventually get pushed somewhere shallow. My board didn't survive. It snapped clean in half. One piece drifted out to sea, never seen again, and the other washed up about 2 kilometres down the beach. I still remember the moment my feet finally touched sand. That overwhelming relief of knowing I'd actually made it.